Alright everyone, what is up? It is Castle the Perfect here bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Unfortunately this match was submitted to Nimbus, but they never really got it up, so I guess I'll upload it to my channel, alright? So as you can see, the background sun is Pokemon Emerald battle themes arranged. And this battle, you might recognize this team, which is a team that was created by XENON3120. Yes, one of those super overly amazing people on the internet and also on YouTube, of course. He's a YouTuber, we all know XENON3120, and I've known him for years, honestly, for years and years. Since the first day that he created his account, I know him from that day, I remember that. And so we decided to have this match, which is a little bit old by the way, so why don't we go ahead and jump into it. As you can see, he's gonna lead up with his Swaylos, and I'm gonna lead up with my Anubish. I'm gonna go for the Air Slash. I do get the first turn flinch, which is amazing. And then I proceed to predict the switch into Corsola, thinking he might wanna avoid much damage from another Air Slash, and he for some reason thought that I was Choice Scarf. So yeah, it works out in my favor, because I am not Choice Scarf, so I can basically go for whatever I want. Right here I made a misclick, which is unfortunate, because of course we all know Dragon type are resistant to electric type attacks, so yeah, I tried to go for the Air Slash but did not happen. Now he decided to go for the Crunch and hits me, which does a shit ton of damage. That almost KOs me, which goes to show that this Swaylos is basically a Choice Bandit. I don't know if you actually pronounce it that way, Swaylos, something like that. It sounds pretty much like Swallow. But anyways, he's gonna bring out his big guy, which is gonna be his Choice Scarf to burn for free, aka Embor. Now, I'm gonna leave my Anubish here to die because I really want to see what this guy's gonna lock himself into, because I've never really faced an Embor which is not Choice Scarf, so it was just like an immediate, I know this guy's Choice Scarfed, alright? So anyways, I'm gonna bring out my Chosen and then I'm gonna scare him off. I know that he was about to predict this Crab Hammer, so I decided to make a double switch, get my Poison activated on Rampage, which is super cool, and then go for the Facade. That's gonna be a one-hit KO, I think, because from this range, you gotta understand that Rampage is a monster, alright? With a Toxic boost and Poison and Facade, which doubles in power whenever your Pokemon is poisoned, paralyzed, or something like that. Now, as you can see on the screen, there is more information about this move and the combination that I'm using. And as you can see, he's gonna bring out his Burn for free, which is gonna be his Embor. And I could go for the Quick Attack, but of course that will not be sufficient to take down his Embor, so I'm gonna make a switch into Rocky. And I actually do not know why I put that text right there. I believe that was from my previous commentary, which I tend to say that the base power of Facade was a little bit lowered than the usual or the real power. But anyways, it doesn't really matter anyway. So he goes for the Flame, or what is it? Flare Blitz, and hits my Rocky. Not gonna do that much damage because I do have above 500 defense, and it's not super effective. So that's pretty cool. So as you can see, I went for a Stone Edge. I do miss in the process, which is unfortunately. Now I know this guy's about to go for the Psychic or something like that, so I decided to bring out my Chosen. For some reason I thought it would die in one shot because, you know, the Chosen or Kingler is pretty frail on the special defense side, but for some miracle happened just here, and he decided just to live with red health. But my Select Berry gets activated, and for some reason I wasn't really sure if Select Berry is already released. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna bring it down to waste and I'm gonna switch out, you know. So I bring out this guy, which is Lady, aka a male one, a she-male actually. And he's gonna go for the Glare. I do get my Lumberry activated, so I get rid of the Paralysis immediately. He's gonna predict the Psychic, of course, and I know that he could potentially go out into his Duocean, which is this guy. But I really wanted to see how much damage I could get off this thing, because for one, I think it is holding the Evolite, which actually boosts the defense and special defense of not fully evolved Pokemons, which can still evolve, so that's amazing. So anyways, he's gonna go for the Calm Mind, and looking at this, it seems like it's not a good idea to stay in, right? Because he could go for Calm Mind and recover all day long. So the best thing that I could possibly do was to, you know, make a switch into the Chosen, try to go for, I believe, Endure, because I wanted, or actually I went for the Crab Hammer here, and I ended up hitting his Survivor, which is awesome. So that's gonna do a lot of damage, almost bring him to red health. So at this point I was like, he's probably gonna go for the Sucker Punch, with which a Survivor can actually learn. And instead of going for that, he goes for the Substitute, probably predicting my switch, which was a very good move on his part. Gotta give him credits for that. And now he's got a sub up with a Survivor. And it's not looking too good because I have Rampage out, and Rampage is one of those Pokemons that you definitely do not want to get any damage on him, because Poison will rack up at the same time and it will end up, you know, you will end up actually killing yourself. So I decided to make a switch into Rocky, and he goes for the Sludge Wave, which is also not super effective, but it does a decent amount of damage because it's a special orientated move. And he also gets the Poison on my Rocky, which is unfortunate. It's probably not really gonna matter too much, but it could matter. I could say it mattered, but really it's not like it's not really like game changing or anything. But anyways, it's gonna go for another Sludge Wave, and I'm gonna go for Earthquake because I really need to get rid of this Substitute before he actually recovers more HP with the leftovers or the Black Sludge, whatever he's actually holding, and is able or becomes able to go for another Substitute. I gotta avoid something like this, and so things are looking pretty good actually, because I don't think that Sludge Wave can kill me on this turn. But I am going to make a switch because I'm thinking he knows that he won't be able to kill me with the Sludge Wave, or maybe he will stay in, but whatever the reason might be, I really need to switch out into Lady, aka the She-Male one, and probably go for the Wish, and then bring out my Rocky, and then try to get the Wish on Rocky. So that was probably my plan at this point, I remember. Because this is a kind of an old match actually, or no, wait, I go for the Psychic. I am just completely out of sync here. This is just fucking embarrassing. But anyways, I go for the Psychic. I get a critical hit on the Survivor. In comes Ember, the big guy, and as we all know, this guy is Choice Scarf, so I really need to make a switch here into Pokeball, because, you know, I really need to sacrifice something in order to bring out Rocky, because Rocky can at least take one of those Flare Blitz. But had I switched into Rocky immediately, I wouldn't be able to take two of those Flare Blitz, so I had to sacrifice something, and I decided that Pokeball would be like the best thing to sacrifice, because I know he's gonna lock himself into Flare Blitz once again, and because Flare Blitz causes a lot of recoil, taking down Pokeball from full health, it's gonna give him a lot of recoil, and that's exactly what happens. So now I'm gonna bring out my Rocky, which is Poison, unfortunately. I'm gonna go for Earthquake. I was trying to you know, I don't know what I was trying to do. I really wanted to take that Ember down, but he decided to go for his Metal Slime, aka Devotion, and really things are not looking too good for me, because for one, he can always go for the Recover, and it's like an undying Pokemon here. This guy is almost immortal for some reason. This Evilite and Recover combination is a killing machine, or actually an irritation machine, because it just doesn't die. So whatever happens, I am going to go for the Wish. He goes for the Signal Beam and takes me out. Now, I was actually thinking that as soon as I bring out my Rocky, which will be activated, but I forgot that I really need to waste one turn before the Wish actually comes into play, and he didn't hesitate to take me out before that even happened. With a Psychic, that was a really stupid play on my part, because I thought that Wish would kick in immediately as soon as I brought him in, but did not happen in the end. So I bring out my last guy, my last hope, aka Rampage. I go for the Facade, takes down his Devotion, aka Metal Slime. I get some poison damage, as you can see, and he's gonna bring out his last Pokemon. But now, because of the amount of HP that he's got left, I really need him to actually do something, or I really need to lower his HP a little bit. But instead, he decided to go for the Superpower, which definitely works out in my favor, because it's gonna lower his defense and attack, and now I can basically go out into Rampage. And I remember that I just said that Rampage was my last hope, and he is, but he was not my last Pokemon. But anyways, now because of the, you know, the defense lowering stat thingy that just happened because of the Superpower that he used, I'm gonna be able to take him down with a quick attack. So that was a very amazing, really close match, XENON3120. I definitely appreciate you for battling me, because, you know, big guys, YouTubers, whatever, they get cocky as fuck and don't want to battle anyone else. But anyways, thank you very much for watching, guys. Not even gonna ask for likes, whatever, you know, the usual me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.